Hey everyone, welcome back to another Course Member live stream. Wow. What a crazy end to earnings today. Snapchat now is up 50%. I just got distracted looking at it. I'm like, wow, this is really incredible. This is now what you could actually build on a little potential rally off of. So I think tomorrow could end up being very nice for a lot of different stocks. I do worry that there's going to be a potential cohort of investors who end up taking the opportunity to potentially sell, which means we open up the doors for higher prices in the morning, potentially lower into the end of the day, or we build a rally on top of this. That's more of sort of a short-term speculation, though. Long-term, we still have a lot of pressures that ended up driving the market down today, coming out of the European Central Bank, coming out of the Federal Reserve, coming out of the Bank of England. And so really right now we're seeing this recovery in after hours to back to pre-Facebook crash prices, minus Facebook. They're getting left behind. But anyway, really cool. So we're going to do more Q&A today. Because I don't have anything specific to talk about, but what I am going to do is just quickly do a quick real estate deal analysis, and then we can just jump right into some Q&A. So let's see here. Let's go with okay, here we go. Sorry, 1 second. Deal analysis, escrows. Okay, perfect. All right. So the next person we are on is Steamy. Did we do this yesterday? I feel like we did this one yesterday. Did we? No, we didn't. Maybe we did. Hold on. No, we did that one yesterday. Okay, that was good. Okay, so Chris Bacon is up. You're up at 2 minutes in. We're up at 2 minutes in. All right, so we're going to do this deal analysis. Then we're going to hop right into Q&A. So this is a single-family house, possible additional rooms. Not sure how to tell. There's about a 3-inch drop-off for rooms and additional roof and walls added. Rolled roof, sellers calling new roof, about 4 streets away from the streets. Okay, got it. Many have been chewed for ducts. Attic very tight for replacing the ducts. You're under contract for $239,000. It looks like you actually just closed on it for $235,000. So we've got comps. Let's take a look at your comps. Oops. Okay, give it a second here. There we go. So many different tabs. Give me 1 sec. Let me just pull open what I just minimized. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay, good. So here we go. Your property is this one here. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Some potential issues, like you said, with ducting. Let's see, when was this built if you're in the asbestos era. And you're further away from the Highway 41 here, which is good. We have built in 58. So yeah, you can pretty much guarantee it's going to be your good old asbestos style ducting. No additional pictures on it. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,787 square feet. You've got a comp here also lacking additional pictures, but sold for more than yours, about $25,000 more than yours. Here's one that sold just in December, which is good. This one's a little larger, though. It's got 400 more square feet, so I don't love using this one at $275,000. This one's a little closer to you, also at about $232,000. I think the comps definitely indicate you're as long as your condition isn't like wild in a bad way, it doesn't look like you're overpaying for the deal. Seems like you're paying a fair price. You closed it for decent area comps. Comps tell you about 275. If you fix it up, let's see if we could get 275 fixed up, because I don't know what the condition is, given that this is the picture we have. Let me see if I can grab like Redfin pictures. Sometimes you can do that, by the way. You can grab pictures off of Redfin. Okay, yeah, here are pictures. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it seems move-in ready, like a rental grade kind of move-in ready. So that's okay. Yeah, I mean, for you to go 275, this is a July comp, so that's an older comp. As long as the market is still pushing in your area, possibly. Oh, wait. Yours is a lot larger than I thought it was. I thought yours was 1,483. I made a mistake. Yours is closer to 1,800 square feet. You're right. You're a lot larger than your comps over here. You're 300, almost 300 square feet larger than this 260. Actually, now I agree. Unless you've got a big add-on that's maybe not permitted or something in the back. Not sure how this one pulled $400,000. My goodness. This particular comp. That's wild. I wonder if this is in a different area. We'll look at that in just a second. But yeah, looking at that square footage appropriately here, you're larger than this one. As long as your condition is better, you're much closer to this. And if you're in the same neighborhood as this one, if your condition is similar, this sold in December, yeah, you might be right. That's not bad because you've got that 300 square feet on this one as well, 250, 300 square feet. I think the big question, though, is how close are you to this 400K comp? It looks like, it's on the water. So we can't use the water comp. But if these are all off the water, which they are, yeah, you're probably right. So not bad. Not bad. Good job. Okay, good. So let's just go ahead and do some Q&A now. And then we'll come back to the YouTube analyses within the next few days. But anyway, okay. So let's see what we got here. Let's do some Q&A. What questions do y'all have? Snap options IV was insane today. Sold some deep in the money puts right at the close to farm yield. Probably should have bought calls. Oh, well. Profits are profits. There you go. You know, we could always woulda, coulda, shoulda. But that's awesome. Do you think we're currently at the top of the real estate cycle with 1.5 new million homes under construction? Possibly. Highest number ever? Possibly. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully we get that soft landing, right? Your 500 square foot jail costs more. Money for first property was 3.5% down, working, small jobs, minimum wage. So drowning in Snapchat attendees. Wow. Following Kevin made me $1 million this week. That's awesome. What'd you do, Max? Let's see. Don't you think the market gets a boost if the Fed does a 25 basis point increase? Seems like 50 is expected for March. Maybe. I'm planning on selling a rental property here soon. Should I just pocket the cash and wait for a dip or look for another property right now? Up to you. This is I can't really do personal advice questions. I can't give you personal advice. It depends on your financial situation. 15K worth it to invest in stocks? Yeah, I mean, I usually am a big fan of getting started with real estate and then getting into stocks. Snap is still going up. It's at 38 now. It's amazing. Expectations for Fed labor report, probably seeing wages go up. Yeah, in terms of costs, and that's a problem. Why is everyone looking past the Amazon guidance? Yeah, I don't know. The guidance was not good. I think it's that price increase and that insane EPS beat. Max is trouble. Why are you planning to sell a couple properties? Yeah, raise cash for low prices. Short interest check on Snap. That wouldn't be a terrible idea, honestly. I mean, you could get short covering here. I mean, this is just insane today. That's you're getting to where you're about 10-12% above what it closed for yesterday. Are there any factors where at the top of the economic cycle we don't go through a recession and tightening? Yeah, sure. If you're not at the top, right? If you're actually much earlier than you think you are. I like new construction. You pay a little bit more than market value for them. Can I get a wedge deal on 2 to 3? That's funny. No, they go in the market. So Amazon is now the top shareholder of Rivian. Yeah, which you'd think would get factored in a little bit more because the price of Rivian has fallen. How much do you think the market will dip this year, in your opinion? I don't know. I think we're going to continue to have these insane like crash days and run days, crash days, run days, crash days, run days. And unfortunately, the trend for that has been down. And it's led to this insane volatility. Snap is going to, somebody here says, Snap is going to gap above yesterday's gap on the daily. Possibly. Sell Amazon, buy Tesla. Hey, now's an opportunity for you to get out. Yeah, Snapchat short interest is 4.62%. No, money does not disappear in markets. It doesn't just go to sellers because you don't necessarily have sellers at all points along the way down, right? So if you have nobody willing to sell, money just disappears. Just like money can be created. Oh, sorry, Vinny. I appreciate the happy birthday. It seems like the way to play earnings right now is straddles. That's the way to play this market. Gee whiz. I mean, that would have been successful on almost all of them today. It's just because it's so volatile. I mean, 30% on Bill, you know, I mean, it's halved in value. So I mean, it's not like that's a substantial move, but still, these are incredible numbers in the after hours here. Twitter 10%. Look at this. Etsy 10%, Affirm 10%, and just wild. All right. Why are earnings revenues higher when excluding eBay? I'd have to read through the report. Buying a house, it looks like they split the power to try to make it a duplex. Do you think it would be terribly inexpensive to undo? Nope, shouldn't be. We're currently paying around 14K USD per 1 meter square. Wow, that's a lot. That's like $1,200 in Munich, Germany. Yeah, I mean, I love Germany. And, you know, in the cities, you're obviously going to pay a premium. But, I mean, that doesn't surprise me too much. You get maybe 500 square feet for, you know, 700K or whatever. It doesn't surprise me in Munich. Great area. Have there been significant instances where markets reversed and it wasn't due to QE event? Well, yeah, I mean, like those are the sort of events when you want to buy the dip is when the market really has no Federal Reserve related reason for dropping or like more market crisis reason for falling, like high inflation, supply chain issues, or whatever. And you just get dips because of random uncertainties, like the election, right? I think that's a good example. Election of 2020. I don't understand this question. Straddles on SPY. You did that today. Good for you. Yeah, eventually I think crypto will do well after we get through some of the pain here. How do you see Roblox from a fundamental perspective, keeping the metaverse thing aside? I don't know. I haven't done a fundamental analysis on Roblox. I thought they've been relatively overvalued, but they've come down a lot, almost 50% from some of their highs. Yeah, the Fed can absolutely make things worse in March. Yeah. Yeah, one of the things you're going to get on your long call option on Tesla is a lot of theta decay. So watch that. In fact, if you jump over here, let's do it. If we go over here into Tesla, 1.4%. If I go to options and I go to March of next year, and I don't know, let's say you have $1,000 call. The theta decay on this thing is, where is it? Come on, Weeble. There we go. 28 cents a day. Oh, that's terrible. 28 cents a day. And so if you held this for 100 days, it would cost you $28 out of your it cost you about 9%. So you'd have about a 9% headwind every 100 days. And that'll increase a little bit in time, but just an example. Yeah, video and straddles would not be a bad idea. 5K a USD per square meter, huh? Outside of Munich. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, so like an example, just a really quick example of like a straddle is if you went in here on, let's say, Amazon, and you're like, okay, today it's $27. We're gonna buy and sell a put for, let's go to like say $70 over here. Or sorry, you're gonna buy a call and a put. So you go over here to roughly at the money. So call it, you know, where's our open interest? I don't know. Let's go over here at $2,800. So you buy a put for, what's it going to cost you? $22,000. And then you buy a call potentially at the same price for $20,600. And so now one of these is probably going to go to zero. And both of them are going to lose some amount of value after earnings because you're going to have a volatility crush. But let's do an example here. Go into the options profitability calculator, what this might look like. Options profitability calculator. Okay, AMZN, get price, select option. Okay, so let's pick, what was it, 2,800? 2,800 for, what do we pick? What date? April 2800. And we're going to get a call for about a couple $100. That makes sense. Let's calculate this. So in this case, if this would have gone up, assume the $22,000 you spent on the put would go to zero. So you spent $22,000 on the put, that goes to zero, right? And then let's assume there's a volatility drop tomorrow of, I don't know, 40%. I'll go with 38%. There we go. So this $22,000, given that Amazon just ran to, what is that out right now? It ran up about 18%. It's still rising. It's just about $3,300. Go over here to $3,300 with the volatility crush. You should be at a gain. Is this gain? Profit loss? Yeah. You should be making a gain of about $30,000. So that would be like 1.5xing your money. And so you would have turned $20,000 into like $53,000, but you would take the loss of $22,000 on the option. So you'd really only be turning $20,000 into like $31,000, which is still really good. That's like a decent return. So that just gives you an example of how you could do a straddle. But here's the downside. Okay. What if Amazon goes from 20, you buy this $2,800 call and tomorrow the thing goes to 2,800. So it barely moves, right? So you go from 2,800 to 27, from 27.25. So you go up 3%. Okay. So you go to basically at the money, but then you have a volatility decline. In this case, because of the volatility decline, you would lose about 32% on your call option and probably 32% on your other option right away. So you'd lose $12,000 like instantly, right? So, if the stock doesn't move much in the after hours, you're screwed on a straddle. If the stock moves a lot in either direction to an extreme, you win. Now you could lower your potential risk, but it's more of a gamble by putting less money on the table and then going with a shorter term option. So, you could go out here to, I don't know, February 18th or something like that. Do this at $2,800. Now, this one option only costs you, what does one option cost you? It still costs you $17,000 because the volatility is so high, 15 or 17,000. That's no big difference there. But anyway, the volatility on this one could have been even higher. So it depends. It's risky, and you're really betting for big outsized movements. Like, let's just do a hilarious example. If you did Snap, let's say you did Snap, you did a straddle on Snapchat for Feb 18. I mean, this is going to be like a lottery move, okay? But I just want to show you. And we'll assume a 50% volatility crush tomorrow too. So let's do select option. We're going to assume the put that we got is worthless on Snap. And let's go at the money over here. So let's say we got a $25 contract on a put, and we put, I don't know, let's say we got 20 contracts here. Or let's try to round this a little bit. Let's go with 30. There we go. $10,600 for a put and $9,150 for a call. So that's $20,000 that you're making a bet on with this straddle here, right? So we're going to select the Feb 18 option. And we said we were going to go for the $25 call. Now let's go with the mid price here. And then we got 30 of these. Calculate. There we go. Okay. So if you had a 50% volatility drop tomorrow, which is possible after earnings, but the stock ran as much as it did, I mean, what's the darn thing at right now? You would lose all your money on the put. So you would have lost all $9,000 on the put, right? So that would be gone. Probably it would lose a lot of value tomorrow. So let's just assume it's zero. But it's at almost $38 now, right? So check this out. You go to $38. This money that you put in here, this $9,000, becomes $30,000. So that, and then you subtract your other 9, you profit $30,000 on a 20K investment. It's more than doubling your money. It's 1.5xing your money again. But that is like lottery. Webull does that. I thought only Tasty Trades did that. Really? Oh, that's awesome. So you can go over here. Oh, you could just set it up as a strat. Oh, that's pretty cool. There you go. Oh, well, then that makes it a lot easier for you. And then you probably turn on the visualizer for it as well. Oh, look at that. Ooh, I like that a lot. Oh, that's so much easier. You don't have to use the options profit calculator. That's very cool. But anyway, yeah, this gives you an example of how these could function, and it's really, really awesome. So now Webull's not going to show you that volatility drop. I don't believe. So I'd have to calculate that. But the volatility drop is definitely something you want to include as well. Okay, cool. Let's do the Webull feature. Yeah, no kidding. Good. Let me just update the Discord really quickly that we talked about straddles in this one. So that way, if somebody goes through, because really, if you go through the course member live streams, it's almost like you get a whole nother set of lectures over there. Talked about straddles today. All right. I'm new to all this, and I've been buying a lot of Tattooed Chef. Oh no. Who bought Amazon calls? Yeah. Loan pause ending, a negative catalyst. I don't know that a loan pause ending is too bad. Where can I get the real estate cycle diagram? You could screenshot it from the video. I mean, maybe Google Meet Kevin real estate cycle and you find it. Then you see, so let's see, take live phone calls like a radio show. That'd be cool. So I got luck dumped 40% of my portfolio into Amazon pre-earnings. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Good for you. 40%. Oh, yeah, you got a nice little 20% bump there. Good for you. Will the market react negatively on a jobs report, even though they are already reporting it will suck? Probably not. Then it's probably already been priced in today. Once we have expectations set, it's usually only when we get big swings on expectation that we see anything. Buying stocks soon? Nope. Sticking to the plan of waiting for JPOW because he's got some work to do. Wow, Nextdoor just popped 13%. Amazon or Affirm's up 11%. Really nice. I mean, Etsy back to 140 here. I mean, you went right back to some of the prices that we had. Trade Desk 7% here. Very, very good. Oh yeah, even Tesla's almost 2%. Nice. Flat day tomorrow? No, not necessarily. I think you probably end up having a nice screen day tomorrow, which will be nice because it'll be the end of the week. Yeah, you'd have to find it on Google. I don't have the diagram handy right now, sadly. One sec. Okay. Pins is running on its own news. Have you thought about selling puts on big down days on companies you want to join just to farm little profits? Yeah, thought about it. Like for Fridays, running up to a Friday, totally. In our view, gold is risk off as an inflation hedge, while Bitcoin is risk on as an inflation hedge. A risk on inflation hedge. That's a good. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, TBD on buyback. Hope Etsy recovers. It's recovering nicely right now. Comment on a short report on MP. Oh, I was wondering why MP material was falling that much. I didn't know it was a short report. I'd have to look at it. Yeah, I'm trying to get Peter Schiff on. Let's see here. Let's see if he replied. If they replied. Yeah. No, not yet. So I'll Google, make sure I didn't miss it. Yeah, actually, it looks like maybe we can get him on an email here. Hold on one sec. I'm just going to quickly send him a quick little note because then it would be cool to get him on again. And then what we'll do is we'll do a group thing in Discord where you can ask questions so I can pass them along to him. Okay, good. Steve's the only gold bug that follows me there. So we'll see. All right. Any other questions here? Join a January Open to Webull account. Welcome. Yeah, it's a lot of work to do since January. It's been straight down in January. Lucid review this weekend. That's the goal. Thoughts on building a Tesla fleet with FSD? Gosh, no. I don't want to deal with that. And I don't think FSD is really there yet. Gary Black. Hey, set it up if you can do it. We've had him on before. Thoughts? Okay, I can answer that already. Yeah. UK raised rates today 0.5% after a quarter percent. What is the chance of the US following? I said high. I do think high. There's a high chance of that. But the market's already kind of expecting this. Do you think Amazon will have a huge sell-off? No, not tomorrow. I don't think so. I think the market could actually do well tomorrow unless we get a big screw up on that jobs report. But right now in after hours, it's amazing in how much stuff is moving in the after hours. And the only thing red is Ford. Everything else is green. And a lot of things are green by a lot, especially the things that sold off so much today, like the internet related companies, the discretionary companies. It really the volatility is very reminiscent of a bear style market with the quick changes in people's emotions. Oh, there it is. If jobs data is worse, can jobs rally or stocks rally? Only if the jobs inflation data comes in lower is my expectation. No, I don't want to play the used car market. I think used cars are actually starting to inflate a little less right now, which is good. Get a little bit of a reduction there. Thoughts on how low Tesla could go this year? I have no idea. It really depends on how long the inflation issues last. That's the big issue. The longer they last, the longer we trend down. We're going to have crazy rally days, but the longer we trend down, the more pain we have. That's ultimately the way it is. Once the pain stops, we're good. Who's the best analyst of the NFT market? Ooh, NFT market. Not something I would want to be in during a recession, but something I'd want to be in coming out of a recession. Yeah, personally. Drink coffee through a straw and avoid the dentist. Comparison of companies. Yeah, probably would need to update that at some point. Not right now because I'm finishing the Path course. It's almost done, which is great. Thank you. Ooh, trades related to the storms. I think probably shorts on insurance companies load up, but so much right now isn't moving off of fundies. It's moving off of Fed. Google Trends reliable? I like Google Trends. Yeah, absolutely. What are you looking at on Google Trends? Twitter reporting outages. All right. Well, I think that that about does it. So I think we did it. We didn't have as many questions today, but that's okay. We will do more tomorrow. Generac for storms. Ooh, yeah, and Home Depot. That's probably a good point. Thoughts on selling a property versus on Redfin versus an agent? We just did a straddle example earlier in the stream. Yeah, I mean, I think if you find a good agent at Redfin, it could work. When is the time to buy back? I think I answered the question a million times about when it's time to buy back, in my opinion. for me. What's right for me. And it's when we get a Fed U-turn, right? Thoughts on burning my home down for the insurance. Yeah, I think that's a bad idea. Not so good. Facebook won't go under 200, says someone. What's it at now? Oh, it's at like 241 right now. That's recovering a little bit into the close there with this good news on Amazon, Pinterest, Bill.com. I mean, really incredible reports. Yes, I'm going to do a deep dive on the calls to figure out exactly some more details of what's going on. Crazy day. Report at the beginning of CNN, or the top of CNN. Let's see here. Ooh, Bitcoin almost back up to 37,000. Let me see here. Oh, America's job recovery is about to go into a reverse. Yeah, well, I mean, it just means we're going to lose jobs, right? Omicron variant, preparing for a massive disappointment. The number could be unusually low because of Omicron. Highly infectious variant led to millions of workers to call in sick. Refinitiv's predicting 150K jobs. Worst report since December of 2020. We'll see. The big thing for me, in my opinion, is going to be how much those wages went up. That's going to be the big tell. Last week, the Bank of America warned of a significant risk that America's GDP will shrink in the first quarter because of Omicron. Yikes. Did they give us the actual report? I don't think they did. No. I like it when they actually link the reports. No, they don't. All right, anyway. Thoughts on buying a primary? Yeah, I generally like real estate if you can find a good deal. And then, of course, think about where we are in the macro cycle. How about a Dave & Buster's course member conference? Oh, that'd be so fun. Yeah, I will be streaming the jobs report tomorrow. Lucid's really good. It's a great car. Log scale, not often, because most people don't use it. And so you want to, with TA, you want to use what other people are using. I work at Home Depot and get the stock 15% cheaper. Oh, yeah. I mean, if I could get 15% off on a stock, I would absolutely be buying it all the time. I would buy as many shares as I could. I mean, it's like free money. Thanks, Helping Holdings. Okay, I got to go. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. Small caps for Tesla. I think Tesla's less risky. But anyway, this is awesome. This is really good news. I do want to go into those earnings calls, though, to see what they tell us, because we can get these, and this is really important to remember, we can get these little one-day rallies. We can even get 2, 3, 4, 5-day violent rallies. But then you can also get these violent sell downs like today. So careful about that. Anyway, I'll let you know what the earnings reports say. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll say bye.